I was scared when I was about to file bankruptcy because I thought it would take 10 years for me to access credit. I wouldn't be able to buy a house. My neighbors would know I filed bankruptcy via the paper, and the court would come and take all my stuff. Is this what really happened to me in my experience? That's what we're gonna cover in this video, so let's get started. Welcome to the Ascend Finance YouTube channel, where we specialize in providing unbiased, complimentary calls and bankruptcy calculators to help you understand your options to get out of debt cheaper, easier, and faster. My name is Ben, and I'm the co-founder of Ascend. Now, this video is for informational purposes only and shouldn't be construed as legal or financial advice. And with that being said, I'm doing this 9-part personal bankruptcy experience video series in first person, but this is actually someone on our team that recently filed bankruptcy. Let's dive into the 4 bankruptcy myths that got busted. Now, did it actually take me 10 years to get access to credit? Drum roll, please. Absolutely not. This was a common misconception that tends to steer people so far, even considering bankruptcy as an option. But in my experience, to get credit was quite the opposite, actually. I received many offers for credit once my bankruptcy was discharged. That said, many of the offers were not optimal towards the beginning. My spouse and I opted into doing a secured credit card with both Capital One and Discover. Both cards actually refunded the security deposit and upgraded us into an unsecured credit card after 6 to 7 months of on-time payments and maintaining low balances. We liked these cards because they both had rewards and their annual fees were either non-existent or very low. Now, before I continue, I have one small request of you. A little birdie told me that liking videos on YouTube tells YouTubes that the content is helpful and others may benefit as well. So if you're benefiting from this video or see others benefiting, please consider clicking the little like button below my desk here. I would greatly appreciate it, and it's always super encouraging to me. Let's now cover this next question. Will I ever be able to buy a home? This was another misconception that I was pleasantly surprised was wrong. When it comes to purchasing a home after bankruptcy, you do have options. You are not permanently blacklisted from purchasing a home. In fact, I mentioned this in another video, but in my research, after filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy, I found that you can potentially purchase a home 2 years after discharge with an FHA loan, or 4 years after bankruptcy if you go conventional. If you are looking to rent, I will also cover my experience renting in another video in this series. For Chapter 13 bankruptcy, it may be as low as 1 year for an FHA. In some instances, you may be able to purchase a home while in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy in the process. Also, if you're a research guy like me, I will add some research links below in the description so you can also research that question for yourself. Next, you're probably wondering, is the bankruptcy in the newspaper and do all my neighbors know when I file? Filing bankruptcy is a public record. In my experience, no one knew that I filed bankruptcy except the people that I told or were involved. It has been 1.5 years since my file date, and nobody has mentioned to me that they knew or saw it. I've also Googled my first name and last name, as well as my spouse name, and it did not come up either. It may come up on a background check or on a lending application, but typically it is not a problem unless you are potentially looking for a job in the financial industry. Now, I have heard that in small towns, bankruptcy may be published in the newspaper, but that would be something you'd probably be able to see already if they are already doing it. Lastly, did the court come and just take all my belongings when I filed bankruptcy? I didn't lose one thing, but each state has different bankruptcy exemptions, which are either state or federal. I'll include a link in the description below that helps you locate the bankruptcy exemptions of your states. Now, some states opt for federal exemptions, and not all states allow this, but some states do protect your assets and belongings such as a house, car, cash, etc. You're probably wondering, what is an exemption? An exemption is a dollar amount of the asset that is protected. For example, let's say your state has a homestead exemption of $600,000. That means you should be able to protect up to $600,000 of equity in your home and file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. There's similar exemptions sometimes for cars, household goods, bank retirement accounts, etc. Again, I'll include a link in the description below so you can check out exemptions for your state and potentially take a free bankruptcy exemptions calculator. Now, what's next? Filing bankruptcy is ultimately your decision, and we cannot provide legal or financial advice. That said, when I filed bankruptcy, I used Ascend's free bankruptcy calculator before deciding whether to file, and that helped me compare options and costs for free. I actually enjoyed the team at Ascend so much that I started working here too. I hope this video was helpful. Please comment below if you have any questions or give me a call at 833-272-3631 if you'd like to chat in a complimentary conversation. Thanks for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.